Hey, so today we're going to be putting a water pump in my '90 Ford Bronco. I've owned this Bronco longer than any other vehicle that I've had. I've actually bought it twice, sold it twice, and repossessed it once. So we've been through a lot. This was the second vehicle I ever bought, and the first one that I really drove a lot, because the first one was a disaster. I put a new radiator in it here 2 years ago, and haven't driven it a whole lot since. And the other day when I went to drive it, it was leaking quite a bit of coolant, and I thought, well, it was probably one of the radiator hoses, which I put new upper and lower radiator hoses on it when I did the radiator, but when I looked at my connections, they all look good, and it seems that it is coming out of the water pump pretty good. So we're going to put a new water pump on it today and see if we can't get her done. Okay, so I haven't pulled the belt off yet because it's a little easier to break these loose. The fan clutch bolts, a little easier to break them loose with the belt on there. Alright, well, we're going to fire it up and see if it runs. Based on how this has gone, I feel like I should go get a fire extinguisher, but give it a try. Last night after replacing the water pump, and she was leaking like crazy, but I think I know what I did. This is my old water pump, and these two bolts right here down at the bottom hold this back plate to the water pump, and they have to go into some little cutouts that are below the flange that this seals against. So these are reduced thickness head bolts, and when I put the new one on, I bought a Gates pump through NAPA under the NAPA Tru-Flow name, but it's a Gates pump. And I assumed that the bolts that they had put in were the correct bolts. I really didn't take a good look at them because it was getting late. I got distracted in the middle of the day, so I was getting toward evening and I was slamming it together as fast as I could. And I think what happened, because it's leaking pretty bad out of the bottom of the pump, I think these are the wrong bolts in the new pump. And I think it's actually hitting the case before it's sealing, and even though I'm torqued down, it's holding the seal away. So now we got to go back in, and I'm going to try to not take the fan off and see if I can take the serpentine belt off and tip it out enough where I can get to these bolts and pull them out and look and see if that's the problem. If not, we'll go after something else, but I'm pretty sure that's it. Maybe you guys are smarter than me and you paid attention to that, but I didn't. I took it off like this and assumed it was ready to go. The new one, I assumed the new one was ready to go. So thankfully, because I bought new, there was no core, so I still have this. So I'll pull these out and I will compare it against one of the ones that are on the new pump. So we got it draining. I got a better catch pan this time because the first time I did it I made a royal mess. But I'm gonna try not to have to take the fan off this time. So what I did, I stuffed an old work hoodie in here in front of the fan and the fan clutch so it doesn't hit the radiator. Hopefully it'll cushion that a little bit so we won't have to take the fan off. Also, probably the best thing I did, I brought my electric ratchet from work because I have red tools both here at home and at work. I brought this home from work, and this has been awesome. It would have definitely sped it up the first time. So if you have one of these, great time to use it. Okay, so apparently this is what we're dealing with right here. You can see in my right hand here, this is off the new pump. This is off the old pump. The old one was larger. It was a 5/8. This is a 1/2 inch head. But the head is just a smudge shorter, and near as I can figure, that's what's causing us to leak. So let's change it out and see what happens. Alright, we're going to give it another try and see if she leaks this time. This is my Bronco. Thanks for following along on this project. You'll probably see it in some other videos in the future, but you know, it's old, it's ugly, has a lot wrong with it, but I've owned it for a lot of years, and
just fine. It's loud too. I like it. So weather's starting to get nice. Top's probably going to come off, and we're going to have some fun with our Bronco this year. So thanks for watching Garage Misadventures. Please consider subscribing, like our video. Let us know what you'd like to see in the future. We sure appreciate you guys following along and letting us know, interacting with us in the comments. So thanks for watching.